Okay, in this lecture we will discuss about checkpoint firewall terminology. The first terminology is three-tier architecture. As we know, checkpoint firewall is a network security solution and they provide many solutions. And one of them is next generation firewall. So when you are working with next generation firewall of checkpoint, so you need to know three components which they call them three-tier architecture. One is security gateway, second is security management server, and third one is smart console. And how these components work and how they are interrelated to each other, this is called three-tier architecture. So this is a smart console which is an application, security management server and security gateway. So let's discuss one by one these three components which is called three-tier architecture. The first one is security gateway. Basically, security gateway is a software which you install in a box or maybe in virtual environment, maybe in cloud, whatever. And it's act like a security enforcement point. It's like a firewall, like any other firewall, Palo Alto firewall, FortiGate firewall, Cisco SA firewall. So here they call them a security gateway. And this security gateway is like a firewall software operating system which you install, and this security gateway do stateful inspection. And we know what is stateful inspection, which is the concept in a next generation firewall. So it means the security gateway enforce the organization security policy just like any other firewall. So security gateway is responsible for performing access control, threat prevention. And you can install this security gateway as a parameter and you can install them in data center. These are the two type of firewall which we install. Normally when we install them on edge, so we call them parameter. And when we install them inside, so we call them data center firewall. So this security gateway is just like a Palo Alto or FortiGate firewall, where security policy, security like any inspection, access list, and all those things can be done in this security gateway. So now we know security gateway. Second thing is security management server. Again, this is an application and software. The server used by system administration to manage the security policy is called security management server. And the organization database and security policy are stored in security management server. So it means we configure the policy here and then we push them to security gateway. So security management server is same like a and FortiGate we call them FortiManager. And Palo Alto we call them Panorama. So here we call them security management server, from where you can control many security gateway. Same like a Panorama, where you can configure and you can manage and you can push the policy from centralized location to many Palo Alto firewall. Same like a FortiManager, where you configure your policy and then you push them to FortiGate firewalls. So here we call them security management server, where we will configure our policy and then we will push them to security gateway. So I hope so you get the idea that what is security management server and checkpoint. And all the database and security policy are stored in security management, same like a Panorama and same like a FortiManager. Or maybe an FTD we have FMC, same like a FMC. So now how it will work? How can we access security management server? Yes, but we have another thing which is smart console. Again, this is an application which you install in your window and you open a smart console, then you access checkpoint management, and you can create a policy, and then you push them to security gateway, and between these they are using SIC, which we will discuss in detail. But anyway, this is just an introduction. So the third thing, which is a smart console. Smart console is nothing but an application which you install on your window, and it's a graphical user interface where you manage many things, from where you can access security management server. So if I can show you, there is in my desktop, so this is the smart console which is available only for window right now. So you need to open smart console, and from smart console here you need to type the security management server IP, and then when you configure each and everything here graphically, so then you can push them to security gateway. So if I can open demo mode, okay, and if I log in, so I can show you. So now we know three things are working properly when you have next generation firewall of Check Point. So it means you will encounter these three things: smart console, security management server, and security gateway, which is interrelated. And let me continue. And as you can see, it means first I need to open a smart console. From smart console, I need to open security management server. And when I create any policy, then I can push them to security gateway. And security gateway is just like a firewall to stop and allow the things which we do normally in other firewall. So now we have an idea about these three things. If this can open, so I can show you quickly, but you get the idea. And if I go to here, admin, and let me open my EveNG, so that I can clear you these three things. Keep in mind, these three things has to be clear to you. So this is my smart console which is installed in my Windows system. From here I can security gateway and security management, because this is a standalone, so you can install both the thing in one box as well. So you can install security management and security gateway in one box as well, and also in separate box, which we will discuss a bit later, but just to tell you. So my smart console is open, from where I can access security management server and security gateway. And here we create security policies, we can see the logs, we can manage, and we can do setting, and then you can push these settings, publish from here to the gateway. So these are the three things which you need to know. Now let's go to deployment. Check Point firewall next generation deployment. The first one is distributed deployment. So when you install gateway and security management server, I just told you these two things. Normally we call them SG, and the third one, this is SMS. So when you install gateway and security management on separate machine, then we call them distributed deployment. Like my security management server is installed in separate machine, and security gateway is installed in separate machine. So this type of deployment is called distributed deployment. Again, we have three things, three tier: smart console, security management server, and security gateway. And it's the best deployment method, because if you are using one box, one box fail, so all the thing will be down. And they are using SIC to do intercommunication, secure communication. That is a different thing which we will discuss. This type of deployment is called distributed deployment. Another deployment is standalone deployment. So when you install security management server and security gateway in one box, so this is called standalone deployment. And this what I done here. So I have only one box which work as a two. It's security management server as well and security gateway as well. So when you have a small branch, then it's okay. But in big organization, it's not a good idea to install both security management server and security gateway in one machine. So in small environment is possible. This is called standalone deployment. When you install security management server and security gateway together in one box. And we discuss what is security management server and what is security gateway. Okay. Another one is routed mode. You can install them in routed mode as well as a layer 3. It means you are using different subnet. So this side we have 192.168.12 and this side we have 192.168.21. So this security gateway is installed in routed mode, which each interface has different subnet. Then we call them in routed mode. And this is the most deployment mode which we do. Normally in parameter, when you install them in edge, so you need to install them as a routed mode. So we have internal and we have external interfaces or maybe DMZ interfaces. And each interface has a different subnet and different range. Then this is called routed mode. Another mode is bridge mode. Also we call them transparent mode. So when you install security gateway as a layer 2, this was as a layer 3. So when you install them as a layer 2 in bridge mode and transparent mode, basically you make them as a layer 2. Both sides has the same subnet and it's transparent, it's hide. And the same concept in Cisco SA we discuss. Also the same concept in Palo Alto firewall and same other firewall. Here we call them a bridge mode or transparent mode, which we are using the same subnet on both sides. Normally when you require not to change anything in the company, then you can use bridge mode or transparent mode. Just plug and play like. You don't need to change anything. So in that case you can use a bridge mode or transparent mode. But most of the time you will use a routed mode. The last mode is in cluster XL mode. I would say this is HA. In other firewall we call them HA, high availability, redundancy, for load sharing. Here we call them cluster XL. So when you install two identical security gateway, so when one fail, the other will take over. This is called cluster XL mode. We already discussed in other firewall and Palo Alto firewall and FortiGate firewall and other firewall and FTD. Every firewall has these concept, but they call them different thing. Here they call them cluster XL. So it's basically nothing but HA. So when you configure two identical security gateway, so when one fail, another immediately take its place. So we call them cluster XL mode. And we use this for load balancing, load sharing, for high availability. So whenever something goes wrong and one down, so the other will take over and we can use them. So in this way there will be no downtime. So we call them cluster XL mode. So these were the mode of security gateway, next generation firewall. Now these security gateway and security management server are using blades. Now you may think, what is blades? Software blades basically feature of the product So these are the extra aids on, you can say. These are the feature. So whenever you require extra feature and next generation firewall of Checkpoint or security gateway or security management server, so what you can do, you need to install software blades, which is extra feature they will provide you. Suppose you need application control, just enable software blade application control. If you need identity awareness, install this blade, use this blade. Mobile access, firewall, URL, DLP, IPS, anti-bot, and so many other are. Antivirus, anti-spam, threat prevention. So these are called software blades. So when you heard about software blades, just imagine these are the feature. These are the aids on. So whenever you require something extra feature, so and this Checkpoint, they call them software blades to enable. So now you get the idea what is software blades. Another thing is secure internal communication, which is called SIC. Basically, when Checkpoint communicate with each other, any product of Checkpoint, they are using this protocol, which is Checkpoint proprietary protocol. And they are using secure channel. Suppose if we have a security management server and security gateway, because we will create policy and security management server and then we will send them to security gateway. And how security gateway and security management work together? They are using this protocol, which is called secure internal communication, SIC, which is a Checkpoint proprietary protocol, a certificate based communication, trusted based communication, and which we will see in the lab. This is just giving you, we will capture the packet and Wireshark and I will show you which port they are using, how they are doing communication. But at least you need to know up to this point this terminology. Another terminology is security policy. So basically, when we are going to allow someone or deny someone or any user or maybe machine or whatever, just like in any other firewall, here we call them security policy. So these are the rule and regulation which we create and security gateway, our next generation firewall of Checkpoint, where we deny or allowed someone and where we monitor things. So this is called security policy. So these were some terminology related to Checkpoint firewall.